Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In the latest episode of Young and the Restless, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, encounters the tormenting return of Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby. This event triggers Sharon's nervous breakdown, which may lead to a series of tense interactions. In the midst of Sharon's struggles, Faith Newman, Raylan Castor, finds herself in a precarious situation with Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien. Faith's fury is ignited when she discovers Lucy's underage drinking at a concert. This incident stirs up painful memories of Cassie Newman's, Karen Grimes' tragic death years ago. Meanwhile, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, returns from Paris, enraged at his ex-wife, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, after a mysterious incident involving their son. As tensions rise, viewers can expect dramatic confrontations and surprising twists in the Young and the Restless episodes for the week of 8/5 to 8/9/2024. The storyline will continue to unravel, and it offers viewers an exciting blend of suspense and soap opera intrigue. So stay tuned for more spoilers and updates on the residents of Genoa City. Get all your daily Young and the Restless spoilers and news here at Soap Dirt, and stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. The storm clouds over Genoa City were more than a weather warning. They were an omen. At the coffee house, the familiar hum of the espresso machine did little to soothe Sharon's nerves. She had spent years rebuilding her life, brick by fragile brick, but now everything was beginning to crack. Cameron Kirsten, the man she thought was long buried in the past, had returned, not just in whispers or in dreams, but in flesh and blood. Sharon stood behind the counter at Crimson Lights, her fingers trembling slightly as she fumbled with the coffee grinder. It was late, the place was nearly empty, but her instincts told her someone was watching. She turned quickly, scanning the shadows. Faith entered moments later, her backpack slung carelessly over one shoulder, her phone gripped tightly in her hand. "Mom," she said breathlessly, "I just got this text. Look." In the parking lot, Faith replied, her eyes wide with fear. "I thought I saw someone near the car, tall, wearing a dark coat. He just disappeared." Sharon's mind raced. Cameron was escalating. He wasn't satisfied with tormenting her alone. Now he was going after her daughter. Memories of her time trapped with him years ago flooded back. The lies, the manipulation, the suffocating fear. Nick Newman stood near the window, arms crossed, jaw set. When Sharon called him and told him everything, he wasted no time. "He's threatening Faith now." Nick's voice was barely restrained rage. "That's it. I'm getting security at the house and escorts for Faith." Faith, sitting nearby, was trying to act strong, but her shaking hands and the way she kept glancing over her shoulder betrayed the panic swirling inside her. "You don't have to," Sharon said, brushing Faith's hair behind her ear. "Cameron doesn't need a reason. He's a monster who thrives on fear, and right now, he knows we're afraid." Cameron Kirsten stood across the street from Crimson Lights, a cigarette dangling from his lips. He watched the lights flicker off one by one. He liked that Sharon was nervous. That meant the game was working. That meant she remembered. She always had such fire, even when terrified. It thrilled him, and Faith, she was the perfect piece to move next. Innocent, fragile, like Sharon once was. But Sharon had underestimated him back then. She wouldn't get that chance again. The next day, Faith was trying to pretend everything was normal, but the illusion shattered during lunch. Security swarmed as the school went into lockdown protocol, and Sharon rushed in minutes later, breathless and furious. "This ends now," she said. "I won't let him terrorize us again." Nick was already coordinating with Victor Newman to hire a private security firm. But even as they tightened protections, they knew Cameron wouldn't stop. That night, Sharon stood alone in the living room, the fire flickering behind her. Every sound made her jump. Every shadow seemed to move. And then, as she turned to go upstairs, she screamed and backed away, but by the time Nick came running in, the door was wide open, and no one was there. The next day, Victor Newman paid Sharon a rare personal visit. "You should have told me sooner," he said in his gravelly voice. "This man thinks he can threaten my granddaughter." Victor wasn't a man who made idle threats. "I will find him, and when I do, he'll wish he stayed dead." But Cameron was always 2 steps ahead, and the next morning, Faith's school was vandalized. Red paint scrawled across the walls red. Nick and Sharon decided to move Faith out of town temporarily, sending her to stay with Noah in London. She resisted at first, but after the latest threat, she agreed. Tears streamed down her face as she hugged her mother goodbye. As Faith's car disappeared down the driveway, Sharon felt the weight of guilt crash down on her. She had tried to keep her daughter safe from her own dark past, but now that past was bleeding into Faith's life, staining it with fear.